Hi, Mrs. McClellan. Basically, we were here at 4:15, and unfortunately you were not here, so we've decided to record it for you to watch in your spare time. Enjoy! Classification. The evolution of our society's classification, generalization mechanisms, and an examination of its scientific and cultural influences. An introduction to classification. Classification is a way of knowing, an invaluable tool with which we simplify the complexities of our world. As we inherit immense knowledge through the four ways of knowing, namely language, perception, reason, and emotion, it is essential that we organize such thoughts in order to fully capitalize upon them, just as books are organized within the library to achieve order and easy access to information. Generalizations can function on two levels. On a primitive level, generalizations can be understood to be purely natural reflections of reality, driven by objective observations of similarities in our natural world. This was seen during the development of the binomial system of nomenclature that will be the stimulus of our presentation. On a more ethically dubious level, generalizations may seem to be driven by culture and the personal views of an individual. This latter form of classification can be known as prejudices and will be explored subsequently.
The Swedish botanist Carl Linnaeus developed the binomial system of nomenclature in 1735 to classify animals and plants in the natural world. The botanist, driven by supposedly scientific motivations, also divided humans into different groups through distinctions between different continental populations. Such groups were determined by the individual's geographic ancestry and their skin color. However, Linnaeus expanded his classification to include outward characters, like the posture and the temperamental behavior, creating a group called Homo monstrus, which we can see here, for human-like mythological creatures, and declaring some groups as superior to others. He was convinced that the man was superior to all primates and other animals due to their ability to imply the facility of reason, and that variation within the genus Homo sapiens were driven by differences in culture and climate. He subsequently described four different main races: the Americanos, the Asiaticos, the Africanus, and the Europeans. But were his intentions unethical? Though Carl Linnaeus' extreme and unfounded views may be regarded as racism in modern times, one must not neglect the circumstances from which such beliefs originated. Linnaeus had intended to find a naturalistic explanation for the human variety, and his classifications for human were based on informations acquired not from direct experience but from secondary accounts, from missionaries and slave traders. It is therefore due to Linnaeus' limited frame of reference and his misinterpretation that his classification appears to be absurd and driven by emotions rather than rationalism. Isolated observations grew into generalizations for whole entire ethnic groups in a time of strong ethnocentrism, leading to Linnaeus' claim of the European ethnic group superiority over others. Analyzing this historical event, we can further understand the innate sense of apprehension towards the unknown, the foreign, within mankind. At the time when little was known about civilizations beyond their own homes, Linnaeus and his other contemporaries naturally assumed the superiority of their own race as a mechanism of self-assurance, providing some sense of security. Darwin's theory of evolution could also demonstrate traces of racism by modern standards. His natural selection theory stated that genetic variation within populations was due to the struggle of individuals and the survival of the fittest, meaning that only those who are best suited to the environment can survive and reproduce and pass their characteristics on to the next generation. This theory justified the widespread Europeans' mentality that they, as the supposedly more technologically advanced and therefore superior community, should colonize less developed regions. For example, the American communities and the Indian communities in America. Here's a picture of such communities. And it might also, it seems to also justify even acts like the extermination of such populations in order to ensure the optimum development of the whole global society. Again, this ethnocentrism displayed a misinterpretation of scientific observations and were driven by irrational emotions due to the lack of experience with people beyond their own homelands. Now we'll pass on to Alison.